We stand at the edge of a new year, that magical moment when the calendar flips and suddenly everything feels possible again. You've probably made resolutions before. Maybe you've even broken them before. But here's what I want you to understand. This isn't another speech about willpower or discipline or pushing through the pain. This is about understanding the real nature of change and why you're more capable of it than you've ever believed. There's something psychologically powerful about January 1st. Scientists call it the fresh start effect. Our brains actually respond to temporal landmarks like New Year's Day by creating mental distance from our past failures. It's not just superstition. Your mind genuinely feels different today than it did last week. But here's the paradox. While fresh starts are powerful, they're also dangerous. Because we often treat them like magic wands that will somehow make the hard work easier. We think that on January 1st, we'll wake up as different people. More motivated, more disciplined, more everything. The truth, you're the same person you were yesterday. And that's actually good news. Because if you were capable of change yesterday, you're capable of it today. The date didn't give you new powers. You already had them. Let me tell you why most resolutions die before February. It's not because you're weak or lazy or lacking in character. It's because we fundamentally misunderstand what change requires. We set goals like lose 50 pounds, or get rich, or be happy. These aren't resolutions, they're destinations. And destinations without roadmaps are just fantasies. When you say, I want to lose weight, what you're really saying is, I want to wake up one day and discover the weight is gone. But change doesn't work that way. The other mistake, we try to change everything at once. On January 1st, we decide we're going to exercise every day, eat perfectly, read more, save money, learn the language, and be more patient with our families. It's like trying to juggle 10 balls when you've never juggled before. Not because you're not talented enough, but because you're setting yourself up for cognitive overload. Your brain has limited willpower, limited decision-making capacity, limited energy for change. When you spread it across 10 different resolutions, each one gets a thin, weak version of your effort. So how does change actually work? Let me share what research has taught us. First, change is built on systems, not goals. Goals are about the results you want. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. If you want to write a book, your goal is to write a book. Your system is writing for 30 minutes every morning. The goal gives you direction. The system makes progress inevitable. Second, change happens through tiny, consistent actions. James Clear calls them atomic habits. Small behaviors so easy you can't say no, but so impactful that over time they transform everything. Want to become someone who exercises? Start by putting on your workout clothes. That's it, just wear them. The action is so small it feels ridiculous, but it creates momentum. And momentum is everything. Third, change requires identity shift, not just behavior modification. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your identity. If you see yourself as someone who's bad with money, you'll sabotage every budget you create. But when you start to see yourself as someone who makes thoughtful financial decisions, the behaviors follow naturally. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You're going to fail. Not might fail, will fail. You'll miss workouts. You'll break your diet. You'll skip your meditation practice. And this is where most people give up, because they think one mistake means the whole resolution is ruined. But failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of success. Every time you fail and continue anyway, you're building resilience. You're teaching yourself that setbacks aren't stop signs. They're speed bumps. The difference between people who change and people who don't isn't that one group never fails. It's that one group treats failure as information rather than identity. When you miss a workout, you don't think, I'm someone who can't stick to exercise. You think, I missed today, but I know what to do tomorrow. This is crucial. Never miss twice. One mistake is an accident. Two mistakes is the beginning of a pattern. When you slip up, the most important thing you can do is show up again immediately. Not perfectly, just show up. Here's something most motivational speeches won't tell you. Your environment is more powerful than your willpower. We like to think we're purely autonomous beings who make free choices, but the truth is we're heavily influenced by our surroundings. If you want to eat healthier, don't rely on willpower to resist the cookies in your pantry. Remove the cookies. If you want to read more, put books on your nightstand and your phone in another room. If you want to save money, automate your savings so you never see the money in the first place. Design your life so that the default option is the choice you want to make. This isn't cheating, it's strategy. Every successful person I know has structured their environment to support the goals rather than fighting against it every single day. Change is slow, painfully, frustratingly slow. You'll work hard for weeks and see minimal results. This is when most people quit. They think if they're not seeing dramatic changes, they must be doing something wrong. But here's what's actually happening. You're building. Every workout, even if you can't see muscle yet. Every page written, even if it's not good yet. Every dollar saved, even if it feels insignificant. You're laying bricks, and one day, you'll step back and realize you've built something magnificent. The Roman poet Ovid wrote, "Drip by drip, the water wears away the stone." Not by force, but by persistence. You don't need to be exceptional every day. You just need to be consistent. So here's my challenge to you as we enter this new year. Don't make resolutions. Make one resolution, singular. Choose the one change that would have the most meaningful impact on your life, and commit to the system that will make it inevitable. Not perfect implementation, not flawless execution, just consistent effort, just showing up, even on the days you don't feel like it. Especially on the days you don't feel like it. You don't need to be a different person to change your life. You just need to be yourself, consistently making choices aligned with who you want to become. And every time you make the choice, even if you made the wrong choice an hour ago, you're casting a vote for your new identity. The new year is here. But the real fresh start isn't on the calendar. It's in your next decision. And your next one after that. And the one after that. Change isn't a moment. It's 1,000 tiny moments, strung together by the quiet determination to keep going. You've got this. Not because this year is magic, but because you are. Now let's begin.